Hi, it's Pastor Paul L. Anderson here at the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, where we believe God's blessings never stop flowing. I want to say thank you also very much for the wonderful time in which we shared yesterday at the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship on the Sunday that we call Palm Sunday. Wasn't that awesome for us to put on those palm branches to remind us of what all of those people in the day of Jesus, as he was making his triumphal way and his entrance into the city, they threw down palm branches. We put palm branches on our lapels, on our dresses, to remind us of the great things that were done to prepare Jesus as he made his way into the city. You know, it's the beginning of what we call Passion Week. This is the time that you and I begin to reflect upon all the things that Jesus did throughout the week to prepare us for that next Sunday that's coming that we call Resurrection Sunday. Today, on this Monday, I invite you to look with me in a very marvelous way how God is doing great things at John's Gospel, the 12th chapter, verses 1 through 11, the New Living Translation. Now Jesus realized it's about 6 days before the Passover. Well, many times you and I forget that as Christians, we celebrate what is known as Resurrection or Easter, but that's also the same time as Passover. It was when all of the Jews from all over the world came to the place in which they celebrated how the death angel passed over the homes of those Israelites who were in Egyptian captivity, getting ready to make their way to cross the Red Sea to go into the promised land. It's called Passover. But we find out on this day, we begin to see how Jesus is now 6 days before the Passover. He goes to a dinner at Mary and Martha's house, along with their brother Lazarus. Mary does something that is so unique. She took a 12-ounce jar of expensive perfume. It's the essence of nard, and she anointed Jesus' feet and then wiped his feet with her hair. The whole house was filled with this aroma. Judas Iscariot, who was one of the disciples, the one who would betray him, he looked at all that was going on and he said, we could have sold that and fed all of the poor. You know, it wasn't that Judas was concerned about the poor, because you got to remember who Judas was. Judas was the treasurer, and every now and then he would make himself a personal loan. But we must see and we must understand that this woman does something. Mary, she anoints Jesus' feet. He was being anointed and prepared for the cross. Well, I'm so happy this story comes out because it's a story that will memorialize the work that she did. You know, Jesus had to be anointed. Remember when he was born, when we find out that they brought him those three gifts, and one of those was a part of an aromatic fragrance that was used for embalmment. Jesus knew that what she was doing, she was telling everybody, get ready, because he is about to go to the cross. Little did she know, she was just being moved by the Spirit of God. My brothers and sisters, today is the day and the time that all of us need to be moved by the Spirit of God and allow God to lead us. God did something powerful using her. Jesus said to everybody who was around, leave her alone. She does this in preparation for my burial, and you will always have the poor among you, but I will not always be with you. Jesus is telling them, I'm about to make an exit, but you better be ready so you can make an entrance into the kingdom when I come back again. My brothers and sisters, always know that you're exceedingly and abundantly blessed. And God has a great blessing in store for you. And all you have to do is put your faith and your trust in him, and he will lead you down the path that he has for you. I look forward to sharing with you again tomorrow, and take the Lord with you everywhere you go.
To sow a seed to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship, visit our newly redesigned website, thefountainofraleigh.org, and select Sow a Seed from the homepage. Also, giving has been made easier with the new Fountain of Raleigh app, available now in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. Download today, select Giving from the main menu, and then follow the directions to complete your giving through Subsplash.
Thank you so very much for all of your gifts and donations that you've given to the Fountain of Raleigh Fellowship. We thank you for what you've done in the past, what you're currently doing, and what you will do in the future. Your gifts and donations helps us to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ, not only locally, but throughout the world. Thank you again for your gifts, and may God continue to richly bless you. It is here at the Fountain that we believe that we are exceedingly and abundantly blessed, and may you receive those blessings that God has in store for you.